Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maheen Rashid, and I'm honored to welcome you all on behalf of Team Break the Silence to our online webinar to explore the multi-faced nature of domestic violence through the lens of culture. It is a privilege to have such esteemed guest speakers joining us today as they embark on this journey of exploration and understanding.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Aisha Khalid and I'm honored to be a part of this webinar.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening everyone. My name is Zurlan and I am the part of the Break the Silence team.
Firstly, we have Miss Tahreem here with us. She specializes in providing comprehensive psychological support and therapy to individuals facing various mental health challenges. Additionally, we're joined by Mr. Salman Ahmed, who is a member of the Multan Bench High Court Bar and holds an LLB from the University of London. Sir Salman, we kindly ask for your expertise and experiences regarding the intercultural aspects of domestic violence.
The law for the national the bill of domestic violence act was started in 2020 and has been introduced in National Assembly by Ministry of Human Rights on 8th July of 2020. The bill, which also extends to Islam, it extends to whole Pakistan. It doesn't have to be for one province. It states all Pakistan and
have child custody of their children, and if they are made sure that they will be provided with appropriate allowances, maintenance allowances, then it will be easier for them to take an action and exit such relationships.
Do you have any questions or concerns regarding our project or perhaps from our guest speakers? The floor is open to all sorts of questions.
All right, so considering that we have legal reforms present in Pakistan, such as the Domestic Violence Prevention Act of 2012, my question from Mr. Reem is that since there's a lot of lack of awareness in our society, if, for example, someone comes up to you and you're a psychologist, what are the warning signs that someone shows that tell you that they're going through some kind of domestic violence?
One of the warning signs that I usually see in people, if I were to talk about, I'm talking about not the clients, I'm talking about everyday people, my colleagues even. Sometimes people come around talking about their marital relationships, and it's very obvious when they talk about marital relationships, they start to talk about how they have to compromise in relationship. Most of the survivors of domestic violence, when they talk about marital relationship, they're not going to talk about the healthy aspects of relationship. They start with the compromising factor of it. They start with, oh, you know how marriage is a compromise, right? Every partner has to compromise.
A question I have for Mr. Reem is that when you talk about the aftermath of these situations and what the effect has on victims, uh, what do you think about the victims who cannot open up about their problems in therapy or for whatever reason, such as for men don't usually talk about their problems when it comes to any sorts of problems, especially about domestic violence, because then they're blamed for not being able to work in their relationship, or it's their fault they cannot even control a woman. So what about the victims that don't open up? Because I think that there's a very short window um, in the victims because they blame themselves. So um, that all of that ends up in suicide and things like that. So what about my question is that what about the victims that don't open up? What do you think they should do?
We were to talk about very realistically, I think we're still living into this idealistic world where we report domestic violence and it's going to be resolved. If I were to talk very realistically, most of the victims do not talk about domestic violence. The reported cases we have of domestic violence are from a very, very limited community.
Thank you all for joining us today. I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation for the invaluable insights you have offered during our webinar. Now, I would like to sign off with a few words that I hope will remain with you for a long time. Listen, learn, act. Thank you so much, and Allah Hafiz.